The Prime Minister says it will take 12 weeks to turn the tide on coronavirus in the UK, but that will only happen if the public takes government measures seriously. As the Queen left London for Windsor Castle, issuing a message of solidarity to the nation, Boris Johnson says it's time to play our part.
I know how difficult it may be, or it may seem right now, but if we do this together, we will save, as I say, many, many thousands of lives.
A plea from the Prime Minister for ruthless collective action and a promise the worst could be over within 3 months. But so much tonight is still unknown.
As medical chiefs warn the young that they're not immune to this virus, one patient tells people to pay attention.
I'm 30 years old and I'm not traditionally in the vulnerable category. And I just stress to everyone, please think about where you're going, who you're mixing with, and the impact it might have on you.
Interest rates slashed to the lowest ever level, just 0.1%, as the Bank of England tries to shore up the economy. Italy's death toll overtakes China's. Almost 3,500 have now died. We report from inside one of Italy's hospitals battling to keep patients alive. And with school exams now cancelled across the UK, thousands of pupils wait to be told tomorrow how their GCSEs and A-levels will be awarded.
And in London, adjusting to a new reality, but the PM says there are no plans to stop public transport in the capital. Plus, on the front line with London Ambulance, who say it's been their busiest time in their history.
Good evening. The Prime Minister says he is confident the country can defeat the coronavirus as long as everyone takes seriously the government's restrictions and instructions on how to live our lives for the next few months. Boris Johnson said he thought it would take 12 weeks to turn the tide on the virus in the UK. But he said that depended on the public following government advice, social distancing, working from home where possible, and washing our hands. Today, the Bank of England slashed interest rates to an historic low to try to shore up the economy. The number of confirmed cases in the UK rose to 3,269 today, and the death toll now stands at 144. And there was a message today from the Queen. She praised the work of scientists, medical staff and the emergency services, saying the UK was entering a period of great uncertainty. Our political editor, Laura Kuenssberg, is in Westminster for us now. Laura.
Sophie, this is still a very precarious situation. The Prime Minister set out a more optimistic message to the country that if everyone does their bit, then perhaps the worst could be passed within 3 months. But there is so much still that we just don't know, so much that the government scientists can't be sure of. There is no clear, guaranteed, certain path through all of this. It's a fight for the health service, a fight for the economy, but a fight for morale and resilience too. With messages tonight from Downing Street, but from Buckingham Palace too.
The Royal Standard lowered, marking the Queen's departure for Windsor Castle, urging the nation at a time of great uncertainty to come together as one, leaving the quiet capital, where the government's frantically trying to manage an unknown future. What is now a regular routine, the Prime Minister talking to the public at 5 o'clock, but no immediate sign of drastic new action today.
We can turn the tide within the next 12 weeks, and I'm absolutely confident that we can send a coronavirus packing in this country, but only if we take the steps, we all take the steps that we have outlined.
You told the country yesterday you wouldn't hesitate to take extra measures. People are worried about what that might mean.
Yes.
Can you tell people what might be next? Will you, within days, seek to shut pubs, cafes, clubs?
As long as we think that people are actually staying away from places where they may transmit or pick up the disease, if we feel that that is working, then we just want to say thank you to everybody for their extraordinary efforts and encourage everybody to do likewise. If we feel that it isn't working, as I said yesterday, we need to bring forward tougher measures, then of course nothing is ruled out. There is no prospect of us wanting to stop public transport in London or stop the tube or the buses. We're not going to be telling people that under no circumstances, if they really need to go to work, can they go to work.
More limits on our lives would hit some firms hard. The law's been relaxed, though, to make it easier for supermarkets to work together. They say there is just no need for queues like this. The concerns are real.
Unless we give a guarantee of wages and income to everyone, particularly those who cannot work, then we're all at risk as a result of it, and I don't think the government has sufficiently addressed this.
Minister John Glenn.
Some form of that could come tomorrow, but it's not clear exactly what will come on top of the Treasury's plans.
Correspondent Fergus Walsh is here. So turning the tide on this virus in 12 weeks, how realistic is that?
If it means that in 12 weeks that infection rates are going down, whereas at the moment they're soaring up, and if it means that within 12 weeks we have medicines which can fight COVID-19, then yes, you could argue that that's turning the tide. But